Hi traders, welcome to the video. Please pause the video and make sure you understand the disclaimer before proceeding. Traders, Anthony here, looking at the US 100. Okay, so we've traded up into this balance area up here and rejected so far. I'm looking for a possible retrace down into these, well, this area here and these areas here. If we were to consider a volume profile, we'll find that it would look something like this. Hope that makes sense. And then it starts to poke out and then comes out here. Okay, that's my volume profile. Traded volume. So what I'm talking about is you can see that back in here we've got this balance area. So there's activity going on here. Then we see this gap, and that coincides with this. On the 1 day you'll see it as well, on the daily, and here as well. This is a gap through here. We don't see much business taking place in through this area here. So we've got this price gap, as you can see I've marked up. The market might look to rebalance. That's the gap that I'm looking to trade through down into here. This is where the volume kicks in. So we've done a bit of business here and a fair bit of business through here, and that is reflected on my volume profile here. Okay, so less volume back in here, more volume traded. This is trading activity, traded volume. So I'm looking for the opportunity back in through here to trade down through that gap. So let's just get rid of some of these. I want to show you something on the lower time frame. So that's what I've got drawn up. We've got this this big resistance. We've got a price gap. We're overextended. I mean, if you pull a fib from here, I would go from here up. This kind of makes sense to me. We've got a bullish trend now, break of structure on the 4H, break of structure here, bullish, price gap, trades back down looking for two things. It's looking for, one, to rebalance, and that's going to happen around here, and it's looking for liquidity. And we've got resting liquidity all through here in the form of stop losses with these retail traders long. This is ripe for the picking. So this is my thought process behind this. Now, you can approach this in two ways. And before we get into that, very, very quickly, click on the links below and check out the link that says We Trade Your Forex Account. You might be surprised at the performance. You can connect your account to mine, so that's that, and then join our free Telegram. That's available. Links under. So back to the chart. What I want to show you next is there's two ways we can get involved with this. If we're sitting at the chart, okay, it's one thing. We can watch price action and make a decision that way. If we're not in front of the charts and we see this as a potential opportunity, we can take the risk. And I've already done that. I've entered short already a market sell small position, and I'll show you how I've set that up. You know, it's a set and forget. If the stop loss gets taken out, so be it, right? So that's one approach. So what I've done is I've gone short at a market sell somewhere here like that. In fact, I'll go out and show you on the daily where my stop loss. And I've set a fairly wide stop. I looked left here and I think I'm up around about here somewhere. So let's just have a look at that stop loss. Yeah, up around in here. That'll do me. You know, you don't want to go too wide with it. We could get a shallow pullback and it trades off. So I will consider, given that this is bullish and I'm counter trend, now I am a little bit flexible, taking profits a little early. And what I tend to do is I'll take 2/3 of my position, 65 to 70%. I'll take that off, maybe even up in here with this. If it's a trend continuation, okay, I'll go the 1-to-1. If it's a counter trend like this, gosh, you know, like seriously, how many times do you get caught out on a counter trend trade? Here's an idea. Be a little bit flexible, but I mean, you've got to have your rules. See this orange zone? I've got that set up specifically. You know, if you go and counter trend, this range through this orange zone could be okay for a TP. And a 38.2 on the fib is within this price gap. Here's the thing. So that's one option, is a sort of a set and forget. Now, the other option is if you're in front of the charts, and I mentioned this in my US30 video on Friday. What we'll do is we'll go down to, now we've got this all marked up, we'll just go to a 15 minute. And I want to point something out here. On Friday in that US30 video, I mentioned this, and this is sitting in front of the chart, okay, waiting for the opportunity. We talked about this Asian session range where we get this balance area, and I'm looking for, something like that. And then I was waiting for a possible fake out, I should say, fakey shaky, and then the possibility of a liquidity grab under and above, and then, right, and I mentioned this very clearly in that US30 video. The thing with this, if you're watching this chart, this price action, and you get, it attacks liquidity both sides, you have to wait for, on the lower time frame, this to set up a series of lower high, lower low, lower high, right? This has to occur. Then we know that the momentum's working in our favor, and I'm going to be going in generally around here, maybe here. If we start to see it rolling over, that's a little bit early, but this one's definite. And you've got this range to play with. You could scalp it, day trade it, take your money here if you wanted to, if you're trading on a lower time frame. So that's the other approach. If this doesn't set up, let's just pretend that all of that doesn't exist. We get that, and then it continues up. Then that's there's no trade. I'm looking for the short here. I'm looking for the short. If it sets up, I'll take it. But if it doesn't, if this holds here and it trades off, then it's no go. And that's what happened with the US30. We had all this, and we didn't see anything set up here. So I hope that's clear, and I've got a lot of stuff I've got to delete. Well, I mean, look, that's my take on the US100. I guess I'm pretty well done with this. There's two approaches: the 4-hour set and forget, more or less, and or lower time frame, and work with price action as it unfolds. Keep an eye on this. This is London Open here. As it trades into that, what's it do, and do we get the opportunity? Okay, guys, with that, click the links below, check it out. I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next one.